An AD composition, so what fixes that? Any top lane, you assume, because Jojo loves this Yona. You're not taking that away from him. And so when we came into this saying a reason top's going to be exciting is because we don't have lane.
But like that alone is an incredible feat to take down Caps in a final. But anyway, we find ourselves at the beginning of spring. The expectations have shifted, and the bot side of the map.
Well, Target might be in trouble. Ignite's going to be the return. It's a flash. Mystic shot aimed down the line. Super's first blood. Police response. So quick Supreme is Jojo in the 1v1. Well, that wave resets despite our thoughts. Elyoya's moving into position with Kana getting a pushed on wave. But look at the size of this wave.
The stun is going to come through. The CC combo is terrifying.
Yeah, what can you do? You're up against the wall in there. You will stay. Kana flashes, but it's met by Elyoya. The burn's ticking down. Somehow Elyoya hasn't gotten the kill yet. The rock, though, will seal the deal. And with the minion wave in front of the
way with that, the health pot's doing a huge amount of work to keep him alive. Wave in a bit of an awkward spot. He's going to be forced to push that one out as the resets come through.
But just snap back. I love that again. Action keeps pursuing. Flighty with a sidestep doesn't have to do anything more. The impale stolen away before an impale of Elyoya's own is in the way. Abscond, abducted, and Elyoya's Scorpion live comes to a crushing end. Crazy person, you walk away. The situation's a little bit weird. Mirwin holding on and still trying to throw that threat to the ground. There's a smite available for Yike shortly. As Kana ulti just thrown out, but he misses. But still enough to threaten off, and because of that, KC going to get 3 grubs.
So Elyoya will come back out onto the map. But that death is going to start to really snowball Yike now. He has about a half a level advantage, securing the grubs, and the dragon is still available. Vladdy, been spotted.
Targamas is here to help, though, so it's going to become a 2v2. For KC, the engage is coming through. Yike, Swellstick doesn't connect as Jojo Puni launched in. He might have to launch out with his ulti. They're trying to draw it out of him, or at least get the flashes. Vladdy playing with fire.
So given their positioning on the map.
6 grubs for a Nara inside. Always feels good while stacking starts with a cloud. And a Hextech coming up next. Kana using this time to just get some turret plating for his own. Pull back some of the gold as he engage on Targamas. A good bop away, sets up a Vladdy to maybe hit him. But in trouble is Targamas. He flashes away, no ulti, Impale stolen, but not taken. Asleep is Yike, finds someone behind the wheel as Alvaro is the fate sealed into the back. Opens up a Targamas again. Vladdy has to flush away as KC even up against their own big ulti not to have for the fight.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot used. And
Alvaro! Targamas behind enemy lines. Elyoya running away, but he's caught something. I didn't know cows could swim. Targamas still alive with the unbreakable will as the Scorpion's being run into him, but trample out with a long chain line. A trade for now, but Jojo's taken down by Yike. The deer has got spirit, and now a new target. Super and Arrow together, but for Lilia, that's a dream come true. Down for the Quadra, and down for KC's exceptional fight.
Yike is popping off. A fight like this, where it's scattered in multiple skirmishes, allows the mobility of Lilia to just run away with the fight. 6-4 in kills, the advantage starting to grow. KC gonna get their 3rd objective and their 1st rank of the game.
Yike is gigantic now as well.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Oh, Yike though. Oh, it's hunting season for Koi.
It is indeed. I tell you what, Venison might take sides, but the kiting away has been good. Not 1 but 2 is Freeman again. Carter's just doing it again. His Nah always finds the wall, and Yike always finds the kill. Koi will no longer be fishing. I think the rod's broken as Carter's got a new target, Elyoya, right in front of him, and nothing that this Scorpion can do. Yike just moves into vicinity. Singular play now for KC. Looking to continue pushing mid. You can see Vladdy up in top. Dragon's been up for a while, but Targamas has got something in river. There's a one-man lilting lullaby onto the Scorpion. It's going to set up with Chains of Corruption as well. The damage is disgusting.
Some danger here. Trapped underneath this tower. Super goes for a 1v1.
He does indeed. Callista's low on mana. How much does it matter here against the lethality bar as he kites away? Super gets poked out and another arrow to fly through as Vladdy just takes a free kill. Doesn't press anything, but his rocket belters. Vladdy, now that he's here, wants to go for a little bit more. Mirwin's going to get tanked up and sent in, and Yike, you can see, is once again looking for another ankle, but a lilting lullaby fate sealed is blocked by Vladdy getting into melee range. Chain latch won't connect in part 2, but it's enough to force Koi away. Every single play.
Converted. And the problem is, well, the way you deal with Lilia is crowd control.
Yep.
These resistances, they get shredded like paper, thanks to Artican. Could be a good opportunity for Koi to find a comeback fight.
The annoying thing is, though, with the MRD buff, we need Mirwin to really set it up and spike it down, but they're not going anywhere near Koi, just going to move away, and That's Atakan for free, and GA version as well for KC. Start playing some of these dives. 2,700 between jungle, 1K for top, 1K for Kalist between him and Super. And second dragon for KC, also going to be piled on that welcome bundle.
Oof, I mean, it's a rough one for KOI. I think they made the wise decision. You'll notice their itemization, pivotal moment. No dragon for 4.5 minutes, Baron in 2.5. Within this time frame, they need to mitigate what advantages KC can find. Oh,
nice.
That is just a solo kill.
It is indeed. Well, guess what? It doesn't count because it's not a...
I mean, KC are not slowing down, are they? They secured the mid-tier 1. They're dropping the Herald in the top lane. They're keeping the pressure up. Vladdy rejoining the group as Commandeer is what we in the...
misery business. Talk about Kalist losing his Edge of Night, but Elyoya gets nowhere near him. Meanwhile, Looting Lullaby catches two by the toe, and now Alvaro not going to get bowled over, but Yike steps up to do a little bit more damage as he runs away. The Ignite's going to be enough to tick and send him far as Jojo at half HP with a poke from Kalist. KC, the B comes out, and even Vladdy fighting top turret will go on to Mirwin. I mean, this is a solo kill territory, and he sends out Tibbers, but Tibbers in response. But you're going to get your answer before Vladdy ends up dying. One Tibbers now, two onto the Rift. Gets a little bit angry in that early game fight, right down here in River.
I mean, they did push for an inhibitor in top lane, and Vladdy tried to outplay 2v1.
Yes.
I agree with you. It's been a very disciplined performance from KC across the board. They've secured Dragon Soul point. And, ooh, is that a Yone that is out of position?
It is indeed, and Targamas is going to make it so. Nice little trample up. Can they kill the cow? Targamas gets in the way, and Unbreakable Will's going to buy him a bit of time. Even if he dies here, he knows it's going to be an end-up trade, but he's not. Targamas is out of the way, and Kalist takes the kill with that punish.
He can. There are options, but I don't think KC's going to make it very easy for them.
So yeah, pull something out of the hat. Now, what I tried to say is Targamas flashes forward with the Polarizer. He's got to pull a miracle out, but a Lilting Lullaby ×3. Super's going to cleanse it away, but Vladdy has an Impale to add more CC. Mirwin flashes as well, and although it looks like it's going good for KOI, 1, 2, 3, count with me, everyone at home, that's 4. That's right, you're learning to count all the flashes that KC took out of KOI, running away from this Baron.
The goal difference is just too big. Even though they get the kill onto Targamas, it's not enough to turn the fight in their favor. But Elyoya has not given up yet. The TP comes in from Jojo.
Send in the Hail Mary, what else can you do? But Yike, now without Zonya's maybe a little bit more vulnerable, but the almost level 16. Lilia sits on the Baron and waits for his moment. On to Jojo, the burn is enough with Kalist, poking and ranging. Mirwin lucky to be outside of that enhanced quiver. Blue team has indeed taken Baron. That's 9K, that's Baron, and that's KC looking to put the nail in the coffin of game number 1. Mirwin gets out if only just Targamas had his unit, but not his collision. Vladdy has found Super, and it's not going to end here. That's an electrocution as Vladdy finds
win of Spring.
First game win and open up this series in a bang in what has been, you know, a kind of fun draft.
Was in his pool, but I think as an answer into the Skarner, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you can dance around his range and
fresh meat. Targamas runs in. I think that's grass-fed, actually. Targamas, he's going to heal all this up, of course, with red buff, and KC are doing something on the other part of the map. Look at the inhibitor turret, rather Nexus turrets from Kana, as he's taken him himself. Inhibitor's going to be exposed. Bot turret is going to come up next, and KOI, the fire just won't go out. It's a 12K gold lead because structures are falling every 10 seconds. Make it another one, and now KOI on their last defense with an Impale taken out. It's Impale for Impale, a little bit janky that takes Vladdy out in the end, but Targamas is re-engaged. He's going to make sure that Alvaro will drop 2. KC running into the base, 4 members, Baron behind them. KOI have got 4, but it ain't the same. The ambulance is definitely called for the right team, and Jojo's poked out. Kana's ulti is brilliant, and yet again, KC are filling us with hope. The region is looking at this team in the same vein, and in game 1, against that mighty fish, they've got a spear in hand.
KC with a very